John Verderosa is about a year removed from an upset knockout victory over Sean O'Grady, which didn't revitalize his career. Instead, he lost to Reyes Cruz in his next bout. This fight against Kel Robin would be his last appearance in the ring. If you're interested in a more detailed look at his career, please click on the link in the description box. In the opposite corner is Kel Robin, who is a big junior welterweight at 6 feet tall. He was the Florida Golden Gloves champion in 1980, and his biggest victory prior to this bout was an 8-round decision over Harold Brazier. He's fought almost exclusively on the Tampa circuit and did get some press when he added some lumps to the face of Sugar Ray Leonard in sparring when Leonard was preparing for his comeback fight against Kevin Howard. So after this bout with Verderosa, Robin wasn't able to build on the victory, and he goes into a tailspin about a year later, losing 3 consecutive fights by knockout. He had a brief comeback in 1987. He retired and later became a court deputy in his home state of Florida.
Well, I've been training for this fight, as I have a lot of guys who's trained that put a lot of pressure on me, and I'm working more on my boxing skills, staying away from him, and using my reach and my, ability to move and stick.
Full trim. Here we go. Round 1 scheduled for 10. Junior welterweight action. Johnny the Heat, 27-2, 17 KOs. Kel Robin, 15-2-1 with 13 knockouts. Robin, excellent boxer, an outstanding condition, Arthur, and Johnny the Heat Verderosa, very aggressive. So we've got the contrasting.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to say that, really, that this is a typical case of contrasting styles. Here's Verderosa. His name, of course, translates in Italian, green rose, Verderosa. He's a Graziano-type fighter. He's exciting to watch. He's relentless. And he's in good shape tonight, and he's fighting a boxer. So we have a slugger and a boxer. This should be an interesting fight.
And it's a very significant one for Verderosa wearing the white. If he should win, it could very well set up a bout with Charlie White Lightning Brown. So Johnny the Heat Verderosa, he's got a lot of fans down here. About 3 busloads came down from Staten Island, his hometown.
Oh, he's well loved in Staten Island. He's the hero of Staten Island. I'll tell you that Kel Robin is really, he looks like a cross-country runner, a marathon runner. He looks like he's from Kenya. He's got a beautiful body, and really he looks like a cross-country runner.
Former Florida Golden Gloves champion, former national PAL champ. His last fight, November the 18th, a 10-round draw with a very, very tough opponent named Michael Bradley, who dropped Johnny Bumpus, who just won the WBA junior welterweight title.
That was a very good win for him. We interviewed him earlier in the day, Steve, and he made an interesting remark. He said, the Heat, he said that he would water down the Heat in this fight tonight. So let's see if he's going to water down Verderosa.
Well, he'll try to put the fire out. That was Robin's first 10-rounder, incidentally. The draw with Michael Bradley down in Tampa. Verderosa's last fight, December the 13th, won a 10-round decision over Carlos Amaya here in Atlantic City. His biggest win was March the 20th when he knocked out former WBA champion Sean O'Grady in Chicago.
Kel Robin has a tremendous reach, a 74-inch reach. And he's got a good, snappy left jab. If he was smart, he would just continue to jab, 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 set up his man during this whole fight. And with a fighter like Verderosa, all you need is a good, straight left jab and a right cross like he exhibited then.
So a little bit more than just a walkthrough here in round 1, as some punches are being landed.
That Kel is he appears to be very tough so far. But as the fight progresses, we'll know more about their styles. It takes time.
Kel Robin, good uppercut, which Verderosa may be susceptible to. That only time will tell.
Verderosa is the type of a fighter, Steve, who will take a couple of punches just to get on the inside.
As we head for the bell.
Don't go hunting for him down there. Throw one down there, if it ain't, stop it. Watch him. Let him do all up and down move.
He led with the right hand. Robin led with the right, but he did land. No matter how you throw them, as long as they land, that's what counts.
Round 2, it's scheduled for 10. Kel Robin in the purple, Johnny the Heat Verderosa in the white. Robin works effective combinations behind a long, stinging jab, and he likes to accumulate those punches and wear down his opponent.
At the end of the first round, the referee, Ted Pick, did warn Verderosa for using the head I don't believe he means it. It's just the way they are. One is very short, Verderosa short, and extremely tall. Kel Robin is an extremely tall fighter. Got a beautiful body for a fighter.
7-inch height advantage and a 5-inch reach advantage for Kel Robin. Very streamlined, greyhound-like combination there by Robin.
That's a good analogy, and he's very crisp, to use your word again. He's got a just quick hands.
Look at that waistline of Robin. He's like an inverted pyramid, I guess you could say.
Pyramid, yes, that's what you're reaching for. I tell you, he's in very good position. His stance is just right for his body size, and he just throws those 6-inch punches very crisply.
Meanwhile, Verderosa very compact, trying to pierce the body of Kel Robin, but falling short.
Verderosa is the kind of a fighter that wants to end it quickly. He's very, very excited about knockouts. That's all he's concerned about. He's a home run. He's a home run hitter. In baseball, he'll be home run hitter, and in boxing, he's a KO artist.
It is interesting here in the early going that Kel Robin, normally a boxer type, is throwing bombs.
Well, he's going to have to throw bombs with Verderosa because he's in with a tough opponent.
Verderosa won the USBA junior lightweight title with a first-round knockout of Robert Mullins back in '81 in beautiful downtown Totowa at Ice World, and he made 3 title defenses before he relinquished the crown due to a gain in weight.
You're going to be too young to remember Rocky Graziano, but I remember seeing Rocky Graziano, and believe me, it's a duplicate. Verderosa is a duplicate type of fighter. He goes in and just wants to get it over with. Tough guy.
I still wonder to this day why Rocky Graziano never fought his friend, Jake LaMotta, but that's for another day.
They had too much respect for one another.
Here are the chants of Johnny the Heat Verderosa, with a lot of people now. A little smile on Johnny's face.
Well, Johnny wants to show that he's not being hurt at all by those punches. That seems to be a new trend with today's boxers. They get hit good and hard, and they smile it off.
In other words, just try to give the appearance of being cool, even if it hurts inside.
Yeah. That was a good counter punch on the part of Robin, and a great right uppercut. He throws every punch rather well.
Final seconds of the second round. Oh.
Get the boy back.
Pressure the motherfucker now.
Get the boy
Take him
back.
away. Put him away.
Yeah.
Drop in that left hand.
No, What's that?
Over him right, don't put him away. Drops to the low.
Okay.
Now over to the other corner, Kel Robin.
Stand and turn it straight. Let him do all that motion stuff, cool down and quit moving so much. So he be there, block them punches. You see where he's going, right? Yeah, you're going to bust him over. Just keep, take it down.
And this is round 3, scheduled for 10. Junior welterweights, Johnny the Heat Verderosa in the white with the gold trim. Kel Robin in the purple with the black trim.
Well, Kel Robin's corner said, take your time and bust them open. And that, you know, it's crude, good advice, but just cool down and just throw that power.
Robin may look very slim and very sleek, but of his 15 wins, 13 by knockout, so he's got power.
Yeah, but in boxing, that's the best kind of a fighter. They have very slim musculature. Those are the guys that have the power. There was a fighter years and years ago, through reading, by the name of Jimmy Wild, who was very, very, very thin, but packed an awful lot of power.
Well, the guy we mentioned before just won the title, Johnny Bumpus, streamlined.
I better stop talking about many years ago, Steve. You might think I'm old, and I'm really young.
Young at heart. You're young in all areas. Round 3 continues.
Do you notice now that Verderosa slowed down a bit? He's staying on the outside because he knows this man is dangerous on the inside. Verderosa is also pink around the left eye.
Now jockeying for position, center of the ring. There's that left jab, that snappy jab by Kel Robin.
An absolutely beautiful jab.
Flush on the face of Verderosa. Here's a right by Kel Robin to the head.
No, of course, Verderosa is laughing that one off again, but he's being tagged, and he better be careful.
Another stinging right by Robin. Then a right by Verderosa.
Now there's that Graziano quality. Hurt me and I'm going to kill you. And that's exactly what he wants to do.
Verderosa countering, under a minute remaining in the third.
And it was a little low too. Verderosa threw a low blow then. But Kel Robin will not step back. He throws everything well. That was that left hook, left uppercut, right cross. Everything is beautiful.
Verderosa with a lot of head movement, able to slip those punches, and here he's pounding away.
Verderosa hit him with a great left hook, a wild left hook, but didn't even phase him.
And Robin comes back with a rocket, but that slithered past the body of Verderosa.
Now Robin looks like a great prospect, Steve.
Robin fighting most of his fights down south in Florida. He lives in Miami, and it's our first look at him up here in Atlantic City.
I have never seen him before, but we interviewed him today, and he said that he was slick and quick, and he sure is slick and quick.
He wasn't lying. Heading for the bell.
You could see that Kel is just a deliberate kind of a fighter. He sizes him up. He's listening to his corner. He's being very deliberate, and he's throwing the power. And of course, Verderosa is going wild. He just wants to get in there and end it with one punch, but that can't be done. Not with this kind of a fighter. There's Verderosa, very, very clumsy. Take advantage of every opportunity. If he could kick you and get away with it, he would. He's a game fighter.
Official timekeeper Roy Johnson signals round 4. Verderosa a little bit off balance with that last swing.
Well, Verderosa seems to be off balance an awful lot. But I would tell you, I don't want to be hit with one of those wild punches because he can hit.
Like a sledgehammer.
His record indicates that.
27 wins, 17 by knockout. He's only lost 2 times.
Look how that determined look that Kel Robin has. He's got a mean look of his own also. He's cat-like. Robin has absolutely got feline qualities. He just snaps those punches in there.
Lightning quick, the hands of Kel Robin. Look how he just bores down on the Heat.
He took the Heat's best shot, then he didn't even move, didn't budge. What conditioning.
That's his biggest asset by far. Oh,
what's the matter with that asset?
What a right, not bad.
That was a pretty good asset. To repeat, Verderosa is all pink around the face now. He's catching an awful lot. He's getting hit with that jab constantly. He's doing nothing to avoid it, nothing to block it. Just keeps his arms down and gets hit.
And squared away, too, which is going to be dangerous in front of Kel Robin.
Just takes it with his hands down. Doesn't make an attempt, Steve, to block them.
And he just got nailed with a left hook. There's that left jab by Robin. A sweeping right by Verderosa, but picked off by Robin. Ted Pick, the third man of the ring. Again, that reach advantage working to the advantage of Kel Robin.
Ted Pick is a new referee here in New Jersey. He's doing an outstanding job. Stays away from the fighters and breaks them very nicely.
That's a high compliment coming from the illustrious one.
Thank you.
Don't you think Verderosa should move inside it, try to get inside like he's doing here?
Verderosa ought to just do one thing, and that's to protect himself. As the referees always say, protect yourself at all times. He's getting hit constantly, keeping his arms too low, not making an attempt to block anything.
Stay in close. Move. You know, stay in close. Kick block. Kick block.
He did what you said then, but he got hit doing it.
That's why I broadcast and don't train boxers. 10 seconds and counting.
Left up, keep the left up.
And round 4 is history. Look at some of that earlier action.
I tell you, that Robin doesn't budge at all. He was hit with a pretty good wild right then, but it didn't bother him at all. He just kept coming right in. And there's that right hand by Robin. He hit Verderosa, backs up Verderosa. Verderosa, you can see, respects Robin here.
There's the ectomorph, and now the mesomorph as we head into round 5.
Very good, Steve. That was a good lesson in physiology.
I tell you what, Dick Landis should be a
professor.
Pretty good exchange right here as we begin round 5. Again, he caught Verderosa a little bit off balance. Now he's up on the balls of the feet. Can't do much with that jab, and Robin just counters with his jab, which is quite effective.
Look at that great stance on Robin. He's really ready. He's ready to snap it out. He's got good snap. And he's hurt. Verderosa is hurt, and he's mad.
Ferocious right by Robin. Yes, indeed. Verderosa came back. At least he stayed up.
Well, that stunned him. He recuperates quickly because he is in good condition for this fight. The last time he was out, he came in rather heavy. He's changing his style now. He went to southpaw. Verderosa went to southpaw. Now he switched back to orthodox.
Doesn't seem to bother Robin.
Nothing bothers Robin.
Again, Verderosa trying to penetrate, but Robin comes right back with that right cross.
He's a very, very cool fighter, isn't he, Steve? Robin is so cool and deliberate.
And again, those punches have to be having an accumulative effect on Verderosa.
He threw a beautiful right hand. It didn't move Verderosa, but if he keeps throwing those and hitting him, he'll move him. Now that's a little dirty. And that's the thing that will annoy Verderosa more than anything else. He goes extremely wild.
Nice right hand by Robin. Verderosa's fans have been quiet for obvious reasons. They're waiting to come alive. The 3 busloads down from his hometown, Staten Island, where he could probably run for city council.
Yeah, Robin is doing a nice workmanlike job. And that's a beautiful right hand by Verderosa. Again, he didn't budge Robin.
And that's got the Staten Islanders up. That was the best punch of the night by Johnny the Heat Verderosa.
Yeah, but he's got to throw a lot more of those. If he would get in closer. But you see, Steve, when Verderosa goes in closer, he gets hit with that jab and that right cross. That's why he's staying on the outside.
Robin seems to be connecting with everything he throws. He's got to be wearing Verderosa down. But he's got a lot of stamina. Round 5.
Featherweight. Come on, baby. Just move on him. Dance all over his face.
Kel Robin has no doubt dictated the tempo, and he has applied the pressure.
That's the way he's been doing it all night long. Kel Robin stepping in, but right now Verderosa's out of range, but Kel has been within range most of the evening. In those shots, he was not. Now Verderosa goes on the inside, takes that wild right, roundhouse right, and does connect, and that did hurt Kel.
Stunned him. Ted Pick brings them together for round 6, scheduled for 10.
Oh, that was a quick left jab, and he slipped because there's no rosin on the ring, and that's the one thing I always insist on is rosin in the middle of the ring.
So, no knockdown.
Yeah, Ted Pick called it a no knockdown. It was right. It was a slip.
A left got in by Kel Robin. Another left cross by Robin to the head.
He's got a lot of sting. Robin has sting in those lefts and rights. But Verderosa can really take it.
Kel Robin Robin, only 22, looking for his 16th win as Verderosa dishes a little out in the corner.
And his fans are coming to life, as you said. This is what they want to see.
And with that, Robin just spun him around and went back to work.
You notice now that Robin's keeping his left hand very high. He's a good fighter. He knows he's being tagged, and he's keeping his left hand high so he won't get hit with that roundhouse right.
You ever wonder, when the crowd goes wild for one fighter like Verderosa, how it affects? Does it spur a guy like Kel Robin on as well?
Well, I'm sure it does have that effect. Now you see, by Kel keeping that left hand high like he did before, he's also in a very good position to throw a left hook from that stance.
Again, that look on the face of Robin as Verderosa came alive.
This is the most he's been tagged all night. Kel rather. I almost called him Mel twice, but it's Kel Robin. He's getting tagged more now, and that's because he's not continually keeping that left hand high.
Right there, going to the body. Kel Robin, Special K.
You got all the power inside.
This is the best round so far for Verderosa.
Inside. Get up. Body. Get it, come on.
Verderosa continually takes a couple to get in to take that chance for that knockout, for that big knockout punch which he wants to land.
The Heat going into his Saturday Night Fever exhibition right there, a little dancing.
And Kel, of course, did keep his promise. He is kind of watering him down. But Verderosa, don't you think, is coming back? He seems like he's coming back this round.
Looking a lot more confident here in the 6th round. 20 seconds to go. And also slipping and sliding away from some of Robin's punches, which we hadn't seen.
I tell you, Verderosa punches very hard, but that Kel just takes it.
Heading for the bell, round 6.
That's all.
Kel Robin playing a little tune on the head of Johnny the Heat Verderosa earlier.
Yeah, that was 2 good quick punches, left and right.
Some question over in the corner of Johnny the Heat Verderosa. Perhaps too much Vaseline, or...
Yeah, there was too much Vaseline, and the referee, Ted Pick, asked him to remove it, which is right. That's the right thing to do.
All right, round 7. It's scheduled for 10 junior welterweights. Kel Robin in the purple, Johnny the Heat Verderosa in the white. What? Right, a hard right by Robin to that.
It was a hard right at the most possible extension, however. It didn't have that zip into it. If it had been closer, it would have been a good knockout punch.
Well, round 6, the last round, was Verderosa's best. We'll see if he can continue. That right was picked off by Robin. Very difficult for the Heat to get inside.
I noticed there, he's a good stylist. On the way back, as Kel was stepping back, he threw a good left and a right. Of course, doing that, you don't have the power. If you're stepping into it, then of course you have more power.
Well, I'll tell you, Verderosa is frustrated because of the advantage, the size advantage in height. He's not showing it.
Yeah, it's true, but he's disturbed by the fact that he's being tagged every time he comes in.
You know, likes to fight tall fighters. Remember, we had him a couple of times. James Hard Rock Green is very short, around 5'5", but he seems to thrive against those taller guys.
He wants to chop them down. You know, I'm a short guy, and I just hate big, tall, good-looking guys like you, because that's what it is in the ring also.
You're talking about Dick Landis. There's another right by Robin. Midway point.
Rapier-like type jab, just snaps it right out. There it is, just landed beautifully.
Well, they're both rolling around with the fists. Right hand by Verderosa connected. That one was deflected.
Verderosa, to repeat, his face is all very pink and red, but no swelling. He's obviously not hurt at all. He's very fresh and in good shape. He knows the tricks. He knows how to hold on.
And should point out, he was somewhat of a late fill-in on this card, Johnny the Heat Verderosa. Wilfred Scipion was supposed to be involved in this car, but came down with a 103-degree temperature. They had to take him to the hospital, so we hope Wilfred's all right.
I don't know. I think these bugs are out to attack the fighters. The same thing happened with Davis. He pulled out of the fight because of 103 degrees temperature.
As we rage on here in round 7, scheduled for 10, you see the clock, 25 seconds and counting. Another right by Robin that landed.
I have never seen 2 jabs and a right cross better executed in a long time. Just absolutely perfect blows. You've got to appreciate that, Steve. That's perfect.
Right out of the textbook. Under 10 seconds.
He stays right there and snaps.
So round 7 is history.
All right, now he's at a long range with that, but that right hand really connected. The lefts didn't connect, but the right did. Now from this angle, you can see the bobbing and weaving first. He just snaps out the jab, but the right does connect, and it just slid off Verderosa like, well, just like what? Sliding off
butter on a knife.
Are you listening, sweetheart? All right, now remember what I'm telling you. Now the fight is yours. Take your time and bang him out and make him quit. Okay?
Round 8 scheduled for 10 as we looked in on Johnny the Heat Verderosa. The eyes looked glazed.
Now of course, the corner of Kel Robin says, take him out, go get him now. And I don't know whether he has the power to knock Verderosa out, but a constant barrage of rights like he throws might build up to it, like that.
Yes. Thunderous right by Kel Robin.
And he's listening to his corner because Robin is throwing those punches with power now. He's close, 6-inch punches, look at that. Just great.
Short, crisp punches by Kel Robin. 6 foot tall, very tall for the junior welterweight class.
Now this is what Robin has to do, Steve. He has to stay in close to get his power, to muster up his power. At long range, his punches go to too much extension, and there's a loss of power. Like that.
Well, you can't flick that jab.
Of course, those points count, however.
Scoring in New Jersey by the round system with a supplemental 5-point must system in the event of a draw. Scoring done by the 3 judges, referee not involved in the voting. Harold Letterman, Phil Newman, and John Stewart are the judges.
Verderosa threw a left hook and it hit the referee then. Verderosa never stops. The referee can say break and he'll continue to throw punches.
Pretty good right there by Robin that rocked Verderosa for a second. But it takes a lot to get Verderosa down.
Oh, Verderosa looks in good condition for this fight. I have to repeat that. He's not tired at all, but he's getting bombasted.
No knockdowns in this particular fight. There was a slip earlier by Verderosa.
Okay.
Verderosa will rough you up. He'll take advantage of every opportunity to make contact with you.
Right above us now, Verderosa looking to take advantage of the situation, but the slithery Kel Robin got out of it.
Verderosa with perhaps another tall man would probably beat him, but he's a real good tall man. That right hand hurt.
Now the chance of Johnny. Let's see if that electrifies Verderosa here. Again, it's Robin playing a tune on Verderosa's head.
Yeah, but Verderosa bobs and weaves pretty well. He misses a lot and he catches a lot. That was rather low. The right hand was below the belt. I don't think the referee saw that. He was on the other side.
Swift combination by Robin, and Verderosa withstands the punishment. Incredible. Look at his face, Verderosa. He's trying to get some breath now. We wrap it up at round 8. Let's keep a close watch on Johnny Verderosa now as he struts to the stool.
I tell you, he has got the cockiest walk I've ever seen.
Come on. Pull out, motherfucker. I don't want you to flip myself again. Out, wait, time out. Get out of here.
Okay, cut it out. Cut it out.
John.
Okay.
Hey, John.
Yeah, nice.
John, you want to do what you got to do, John.
Good boy.
Don't play with him, Johnny.
Your fight is in the rope, baby. Not in the middle. That's what he wants. He wants to keep you in the middle.
Put him on the rope and put a pressure.
Stay on the rope and pressure him.
You hurt him, don't hurt him. Follow.
Take a look at some of the action from earlier.
Yeah, there's that snappy left jab again and that right cross. Of course, that right cross had no sting to that one. But he's in good balance, and he throws it, and he connects all the time.
Round 9 scheduled for 10. Verderosa's people told him to get Robin on the ropes. What Verderosa said, I would need a UN interpreter for because of the mouthpiece. I couldn't understand a word he said.
Well, it's a lot easy. It's easy to say it, but it's hard to be done. But Kel is a smart fighter. He's a fighter and a boxer. Anyone who can hit that effectively, don't forget, he could knock out probably anyone here tonight, but Verderosa can really take a punch. You just can't tell with Verderosa how effective Kel is.
Well, Verderosa, former champion in the USBA. He's only lost twice in 29 fights. And he is showing a lot of heart here against Kel Robin.
He's listening to his corner. He threw a tremendous left hook at Kel, but it didn't bother Kel. What a right uppercut that was by Kel. Right cross.
A solid right cross by Robin. That had to rock Verderosa. That was the most stunning punch of the fight.
Verderosa is hurt. He's holding. He's not done that all night. He's holding now because he's hurt. And he should be hurt with those kind of punches.
Robin is winding up. There's a flick of the left jab. Now Verderosa doing a little dancing to show that he's all right, but you have to wonder.
Well, Verderosa now should go out to the outside and take a little rest and recoup and then come back.
But no, he wants to come right back at Kel Robin. That by far the most devastating punch of the fight here in round 9, midway through. What was that?
Now Verderosa pretended he was hurt. He did that as a come on. He went down. He did a half deep knee bend. But I'll tell you, Kel can probably knock him out. He's got to keep up that action. And he certainly has watered down the heat. And this is it.
Here's the combination.
He's going to go down. He's going to be stopped.
It is over.
That was a terrific stoppage. That was the time to stop the fight because he would have been hurt if that continued.
Verderosa just bounced off the ropes helplessly. Nowhere to go. Kel Robin mastered Verderosa all night, except maybe for one round.
That was a beautiful job of stopping that fight right at the nick of time because he would have been hurt. Because you have to consider the opponent who's in there with you. He's a finisher. Kel is a finisher.
Unofficially 1:55, the time of round number 9. Kel Robin lifting his record to 16-2-1, 14 by knockout, continues his impressive career. Let's take a look at some of the activity from early in round 9, then we'll take a look at the knockdown.
That right uppercut is the thing that started it. It was a beautiful right uppercut. It kept Verderosa back, then he just followed up with the left, the right, everything. He threw him, even hit him with his elbow, if you notice there. And now you can see that Verderosa is hurt. He's bobbing and weaving. Now there he gets in closer. Now that's what Kel was doing all night. He's most effective when he gets in close. He's in there now. He's hurting Verderosa, and the referee did an excellent job of stopping it.
And a very confident Kel Robin, very determined, very serious look on his face. Only now does he finally let loose with a smile. Special K.
He's going a long way. He's going to go a long way. Really, this young man is a great fighter.
Eddie Darien has the official word in the center of the ring. Here's the ring announcer, Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Teddy Pick stops this bout at 1 minute and 55 seconds of the 9th round, and a winner by a TKO, the Special K, Kel Robin.
Kel Robin unquestionably very special tonight in his TKO victory over Johnny the Heat Verderosa. You want to see it again? Here it comes. The finish for Johnny the Heat Verderosa, 1:55 of round number 9 of this fight, which was scheduled for 10.
There he knows that he has Verderosa. He has him backing up because Verderosa never backs up. And there's the stoppage of the fight at the